Hey guys, I'm gonna start talking about the Spec-Ops Recon Ruck today in this video. This is probably gonna be 2 or 3 videos, so get some popcorn, take some notes, so on. So I'm a big fan of the medium Alice. I've had Alice with me for a long time. Obviously, I've used other packs. Okay, used a lot of different packs from different countries, and then U.S. packs. You know, I've been around, and I've just used so many different methods to carry loads. But the medium Alice pack has been a go-to for a long time because it's not too small and it's not too large. You could use it with a frame or you could use it without a frame. You could use it as a patrol pack. You could throw the frame on there, and you can use it for a longer range pack. Of course, then there's the large. I have a large Alice pack also, but I don't use it. I have a Tactical Tailor Malice pack. I use these packs nowadays for whatever I deem is the best, you know, for whatever I'm doing, whatever is best for the job. But if it doesn't really involve more than a week, then the medium Alice style is great. If you're going from 1 to 4 days, the medium Alice is just perfect for that job, in my opinion. Of course, my opinion may differ from yours, but if you're watching this channel regularly, then you may agree with a lot of things that I have to say. I have noticed that there haven't been a lot of likes, and there haven't been a lot of well, there haven't been any new subscribers. I noticed that, which is kind of unusual, but it's probably just the man keeping me down. You know, that's YouTube. If you are not on the YouTube bandwagon for whatever agenda they have, then they just try to suppress your content, in my opinion. I think that's what happens. But this right here is an old Alice, medium Alice. I use this extensively over the years. I've had it on frame, off frame. I have used this in many different environments, and it's still holding up. There's a couple of different versions of these. I don't really pay much attention to that. This particular one has the tri-glide buckles. There's an LC1 and an LC2, I think. I did not convert this one to side release buckles, and I believe I did convert the large Alice to side release buckles. Yeah. I didn't really do anything with this one, simply because I've used it so much, and I'll just leave it the way it is, you know. I know on the bottom here, these holes, these drain holes, I did put a patch of black duct tape in there over those holes at one time, and that was to keep insects from crawling in there. I had a situation one time. Thing was full of insects, but yeah. So this is old medium. It's got the radio pouch in there, which is pretty large. It's got the cords in the bottom to tie it up if you wanted to, but I never did that. I didn't really care about tightening that up, because it's still pretty compact anyway, right? So throw that one aside. That's the old warhorse. And now we'll talk about the new guy. So this has been on the market for a while. And one thing is that if something is on the market for a while, there's a reason for that. Because it's tough. It's a performer. It's working well for people. I know that there had been a lot of different videos on the Spec-Ops Recon Ruck maybe 10 years ago. I thought, well, you know, I really like the looks of that, and it's coyote brown, 1000 denier, so it's a bit stiffer. You know, it's not real baggy and moving around a lot. But there are a few things that I wanted to change after I got mine, and one of the biggest concern I had when I got this was that these shoulder straps were strapped into these D-rings on this grab handle, okay, and when you put this on with a load and moved around, that nylon webbing against this, these are some kind of a coated steel D-ring, it would squeak. Now, as you know, any kind of little noise like that can get you killed. It's just a fact of life, and you gotta mitigate things like that. You have to go in and you have to deal with things that are going to create noise. Whether it's by things rattling around in your pockets, rattling around in your pack, or anything that makes noise, you got to figure it out beforehand, and then you got to deal with it beforehand. You know, things flapping around and so on. All that stuff is a danger to you if you are going to be in a situation where you could get dusted, right? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the camera in closer. Alright, so here we go. Take a little ride over here. Yep, everything's falling. Typical, right? So, here we are. Got pretty well up close here, I guess. Pretty good view there. If I can get this doggone thing from falling. Alright. So, geez, I got a very small table here. I'm trying to balance this thing on. Alright. Let me see if I can get the best view. I think I'll stick with that. Alright, so what I did, I have a dry bag in here right now with clothing in it, just to puff it out, make it easier to deal with. But there is, if you look at this grab handle, alright, make sure you got you in the, yeah, I got you in the frame. this grab, if you look at your grab handle here, there is some webbing that this D-ring is going through. There is an opening right there where that D-ring is going through. That webbing goes from the pack, sewn into the pack underneath this here, up, and there's sewing over there and there's sewing up here. Okay, so there's sewing there also. By the way, this thing is fully bar tacked, very heavy duty sewing. It's really, really tough. It's really strong. One of the things I really like about this thing. So anyway, this is the reason why I'm willing to do little modifications, by the way, to stuff. When I get something that really has the potential to be something that I would keep for forever, basically, I'm willing to do little things like this to correct issues. So that opening in the webbing right there, there's 2 layers of webbing there, and there's an opening that this D-ring goes through, the steel ring. I took 550-pound test paracord, and I put it through. I made 2 loops. Okay, there's 2 loops there, and then I did an overhand, and then I singed off the ends. And then what that did is it just made a webbing, not a webbing, but instead of this steel ring, I've got a paracord ring, and it's doubled. And then I just went ahead and I ran my shoulder strap webbing through that, and then pushed it back down through there on both sides, and now there's absolutely 0 squeaking, and that will hold anything that I put in here, absolutely anything. And I did it on both sides here. The next thing that I did is I took alcohol and I wetted down the webbing to slide it out, because they had these crisscross. They had this going through underneath this webbing here somewhere. I don't remember where. And over there. Okay, so this one went over there, and this one went over here, but it was through these webbing on the top. I didn't like that. Nobody I know likes that crisscross webbing on the top. Makes no sense. I took some Berry compliant webbing, 1 inch wide, just like this, and I put it on here. Pretty sure that's just like the, yeah, it's similar to the old school Alice, but of course it's, you know, right. So yeah, they got that and that. Anyway, I did that there and there. Okay, so I put that there and there. I'm gonna shut this off here. Got a minute left on this time. See, these videos, they go so fast. But see, I could do 15 minutes, and then I could go into another video, a second video, and in between these 2 videos, you can get some coffee or something, or get up and go to the restroom. Alright, I'll come back in video 2, and we'll just continue right here where I left off.